the transition wasn't that hard because I was really expecting the rigor level to be much harder than Sinai, but honestly I found it to be really manageable.
Basically, the smaller grade at Sinai helped me make such a massive 800 kid grade at my high school a lot smaller.
I was starting my freshman year off on Zoom, but what made it easier was knowing that I have a community of people from Sinai. It was really like a support system at the start of freshman year, and I'm really glad I had that.
My transition from Sinai Middle School was really easy because Sinai really makes the middle school experience so similar to a high school experience. You're going to different classes, you have advisory, and they really encourage you to reach out to your teachers and create a good connection with them. That I was able to take that with me to high school.
Also, socially, with the very, very tight connections that I made over 8 years of being at Sinai, it helped me form that same type of strong, meaningful connections and really make the big grade of Pali a lot smaller.
I thought the biggest shock would be going from a religious school to a secular school, but I did not find that that was a big difference because I found my Jewish community. I started a Jewish club, and I can base all of it on what I learned at Sinai.
The first thing I was interested in when I first got to Harvard Westlake was joining the Jewish club, and I found that so helpful, and now I'm like friends with all of the girls in the Jewish club, and I look forward to that when that time of week comes every week. Sixth grade study skills was very helpful.
It taught us how to break up our time after school.
How to read a text properly, take notes.
And now I find myself applying those same principles today, and I feel like that really helped me to manage the level of rigor I am at right now.
I found myself extremely confused when I walked into my history class on the first day of school, and then I realized that I actually had learned like 90% of the information because Sinai had really well prepared me for that.
Sinai's regular math was like for every other school's high level. So once I got to Milken, like I was already ahead of the rest of the grade by like a year or 2 years.
In middle school, they do a really great job at Sinai of explaining how to actually apply the things you learned in elementary school to your middle school math.
For the Jewish studies part, like everything we learned is an extension of Sinai.
Having the Jewish foundation of Sinai has enabled me to become a more successful student.
It's one thing to really learn about Israel in school and study its history and its culture, but being there for 2 weeks and with your closest friends is a huge game changer.
Israel was just such a magical experience, and honestly it made me fall in love with the country so much.
It really fostered a deeper level of love for that country when I'm surrounded by people who aren't always that supportive of Israel or Judaism.
Every single teacher at Sinai has such a genuine want for the students to succeed.
The standard of being able to communicate direct with my teachers, just going into their class during office hours and talk to them and ask them whatever questions I need, that carried over to a public high school where most kids who come from public middle schools are too afraid to talk with their teachers.
I think one of the biggest things that I'm super grateful for Sinai is the faculty.
I would say definitely having an advisory was really important to me. It's a time for you to just have an open discussion with your friends, talk about how you feel, how school's going for you, what's life like at home. It allows a space for students to just get more comfortable with each other.
I think the teachers and the faculty in general is really supportive, and they're always there to help, and during advisory, if you ever need to come to us, we're always here to talk.
So there's just a lot of opportunity for leadership at Sinai.
They have the talent show, and student council, and TED Talks.
Not only do those presentations enable us to be better thinkers, they also enable us to be better speakers.
I am very thankful that I got to miss those awkward middle school years that lingered and got to go straight in with a running start. Having a support system from Sinai, I have the confidence to just go up to anyone and make new friends.
I know that I can always come back here if I ever need anything. So I definitely think that 8th grade year is really important to just finish those connections off and to feel that I made it moment. I know that I'm still going to be in touch with my friends from Sinai for the rest of my life, and it makes me so happy to be able to say that so confidently.
I really learned how to help my friends and support them and make them feel loved and cared for because of the supportiveness that Sinai fostered.